Pewdiepie was just dropped by Maker Studios, a subsidiary of Disney, after reports came out that the YouTube star had posted.
News just broke. Here, I'll read it to you. YouTube cancels PewDiePie's show, pulls channel from ad program. That's a bigger deal.
The Wall Street Journal launched an investigation into the 27-year-old Swedish comedian, real name Felix Kjellberg.
I'm glad that he did apologize, and like he said, there's no excuses this time.
I can't defend him. It's completely indefensible this time.
I want to find out who PewDiePie is, how he got to be one of the most influential people of the 21st century, how his controversies have threatened to completely destroy everything he's built, and how he somehow survived them all. I'm Jabroni, and this is Uncancellable, PewDiePie. With 110 million subscribers, PewDiePie today has the largest independent channel on all of YouTube. Smaller only than an overly litigious Indian megacorporation, and a channel that gets its ad revenue from hypnotizing babies. But how does a weird Swedish guy who sits on the floor and plays tambourine build such an entertainment empire? One of the biggest keys to Felix's success was that he started early, really early. When PewDiePie first started uploading videos in 2010, YouTube was a young platform in complete and utter chaos. Let's hop in my time machine and travel back to the years of YouTube's infancy, when it was a small startup still trying to figure things out. YouTube had created an algorithm that pushed the most popular content out to more viewers. Creators quickly realized that if they just put scantily clad women in their thumbnails, people would click, respectfully of course, and then they would put whatever content they wanted in the video and the algorithm would push it out to millions of people. The click was all that mattered. But this created a problem, since people would click off the video after a few seconds, when they realized that they were watching a bland sketch comedy video instead of studying for their female anatomy tests. YouTube needed people to stick around and watch the ads in the video, or they were going to go bankrupt. So the engineering wizards tweaked the algorithm to favor watch time, and Let's Playing was born. PewDiePie started out posting a few Minecraft and Call of Duty videos in late 2010. But there were lots of other people making similar videos, and he didn't have a lot of success at first. Then he started playing a horror game called Amnesia, and something crazy happened.
I get the feeling something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stop, make it stop, please! Stop, this is not funny. No, stop walking, please. Stop, whatever you're doing.
Playing horror games and screaming like a maniac into a webcam seems like normal behavior to our modern brains, but back in these days, no one was doing this. PewDiePie effectively invented horror Let's Plays, with playthroughs of games like Amnesia, Dead Space, and Resident Evil, and YouTube viewers loved it. The YouTube algorithm loved that viewers were sticking around and watching longer videos, so his channel began to grow, while Felix was busy getting scared out of his mind by digital ghouls and goblins for our entertainment. Before long, he took a break from university to focus on YouTube. Felix got a job at a hot dog stand and spent all his time grilling glizzies and gaming. Felix didn't know making Let's Plays could turn into a full-fledged career, because nobody had ever done it before. He just made videos because he truly loved it. Eventually, he realized his break from university was a permanent one.
Det var en fantastisk upplevelse för mig. Jag var så lycklig. Det var en av de bästa dagarna i mitt liv när jag förstod att jag kunde ha det som mitt jobb.
Siffrorna ändras konstant, men nu har över 70 miljoner människor sett hans videor på YouTube. Och hans kanal har över 300 000 prenumeranter, och de ökar med ungefär 3 000 varje dag.
Vad ska man säga? Jag har inte varit den populära killen i skolan eller något sånt, så det är första gången för mig att folk verkligen tycker om eller uppmärksammar den på ett sådant sätt. Det är inte vanligt.
Over the next few years, Felix would grow his channel into a gaming juggernaut, and YouTube grew along with him. PewDiePie started to branch out from horror games and collab with names like Smosh and Jacksepticeye, and he even did a little vlogging with his quiet Italian girlfriend who is way out of his league named Marzia. At the same time, YouTube was looking for ways to branch out as well. They launched a new service in 2014 called YouTube Red, which, looking back on it, kind of sounds like a site, but it was just a subscription service that let viewers watch music videos with no ads. Over the next year, YouTube expanded YouTube Red and began signing deals with creators to produce original content that would be exclusive for YouTube Red members. PewDiePie got one of these deals, and almost overnight, Felix went from bedroom gamer to full production reality show star.
How's it going, bros? This is Pewdiepie. You're about to watch me get the absolute scared out of me as I try to play the most insane live horror games ever.
The series turned out to be a success, and the Bro Army loved seeing their guy get such a big production. Meanwhile, back on PewDiePie's channel, Felix was experimenting with different types of content, like weird stuff online, Photoshop fails, and commentating on random articles and memes. In January of 2017, he came up with an idea for one of these videos.
I did my first video doing Fiverr request. You pay people $5 and they will take your request. We'll paint your message on my body and dance in the jungle.
Then Felix started commissioning more edgy gigs, and most people declined him and simply canceled, but not everyone turned him down.
Hello, Jesus here. Just want to let you all know that Hitler did absolutely nothing wrong.
What the f?
He only wanted to act upon God's will. Don't worry though, he stands beside God now. He is in heaven.
Wait.
That's all, folks. Jesus out.
I paid for this. What? What's with the Christmas? I like the editing.
Subscribe to Keemstar.
I am sorry. I didn't think they would actually do it. I feel partially responsible, but just I didn't think they would actually do it.
This stunt started a storm that even Jesus couldn't calm. The Wall Street Journal started working on an article about this and contacted Disney, owner of Maker Studios who Felix worked with, along with YouTube themselves and many of PewDiePie's sponsors. The Journal had created what essentially amounted to a hit piece on PewDiePie, highlighting his offensive jokes, but also reaching too far in their search for dirt, a trend which almost the entire media decided to follow their lead on.
You have to log in and subscribe to read their article. God, I wonder why they're creating these sensational titles, man. It's probably not fueled by money. Probably not trying to clickbait people to come on their website and take credit for ruining the reputation of one of the biggest YouTubers for absolutely no reason. Well, because I can't read this piece of article, let's go to their YouTube channel and see the video that they made to support these claims. Now, I love the fact that they're using this video of Felix in Nazi imagery as support that he's anti-Semitic. But of course, they remove all of the context, because this comes from a video entitled "I'm Racist," where he lampoons the media for mischaracterizing him as racist.
This is what people would actually think if I didn't have a chance to, you know. Because people just read the title. People just read this and they're like, oh, okay, I see. PewDiePie's a Nazi now, that's... all right.
He puts on the imagery and he watches a Hitler speech as a joke, making fun of himself and the media who mischaracterizes him. And of course, they took it out of context to show that he's anti-Semitic. It's f***ing absurd.
Jesus was banned off of Fiverr, and these two guys, known as the Funny Guys, were banned off of Fiverr as well. And PewDiePie's account and PayPal were also perma-banned from Fiverr. PewDiePie was also quick to apologize.
I want to address the biggest issue first, which I think is the whole guys holding up the sign thing. I'm sure you've seen it. It's been everywhere. A lot of people loved the video, and a lot of people didn't. And it's almost like two generations of people arguing whether this is okay or not. But regardless of that, I just wanted to reiterate that my intention was just to show how stupid the website is and how far you can push it by paying $5. I'm sorry for the words that I used, as I know they offended people, and I admit that the joke itself went too far. I do strongly believe that you can joke about anything, but I also believe that there's a right way and not the best way to joke about things, and I love to push boundaries, but I would consider myself a rookie comedian, and I've definitely made mistakes like this before, but it's always been a growing and learning experience for me, and it's something that I actually learned to really appreciate, and I think this whole situation has definitely been that for me, and it's something that I'm going to keep in mind moving forward.
But this wasn't enough, and essentially every major project Felix was working on was cancelled, including Scare PewDiePie, and almost every brand deal he had was scrapped. This massive controversy highlighted the divide between traditional media and new media, with mainstream publications and celebrities piling on endless articles behind paywalls and tweets condemning PewDiePie, and the internet community rallying together to defend him. As the dust began to settle, Felix realized he was right back where he started before he had made any media deals, and he was able to look on the bright side.
If anything, what I realized throughout this whole thing is that I really just care about entertaining my audience. A lot of people have been saying, oh, well, he lost so much, he lost his show and all these things, but all these things are possible. And if anything, now I'm independent for the first time in 4 years or 5 years. And I feel great. I feel really excited about what opportunities that's going to bring in. And if I didn't know better, I would say thank you to the Wall Street Journal. Actually, thank you, Wall Street Journal.
But it wouldn't be long before the most controversial Swede in history would parachute right into the crosshairs again. After the Fiverr fallout, Felix started to show signs of burnout. In a video called Tired of Trying, he explained that he had been treating his channel like a startup company for the past 5 or 6 years, uploading even when he was sick or on vacation, and picking video topics he knew would bring in more views. PewDiePie's new relaxed style resonated with his viewers, and he started streaming more to connect with his audience, mostly playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Then one fateful day in September, PewDiePie had a heated gamer moment while bodying bad guys with Brad on a bridge.
What a jeez, oh my god, what the
This clip erupted on social media, and it had only been about 6 months since the Fiverr incident. The next day, Felix issued this apology.
It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. I said the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. And I'm not going to make any excuses to why it did, because there are no excuses for it. I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from all these past controversies. And it's not that I think I can say or do whatever I want and get away with it. That's not it at all. I'm just an idiot. But that doesn't make what I said or how I said it okay. It was not okay. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone with all of this. Being in the position I am, I should know better.
PewDiePie didn't have any more shows that could be canceled or sponsors that could be pulled, so the only thing left for people who felt he needed punishment for this to go after was his content. One developer, Sean Vanneman, from the studio that made Firewatch, released a series of tweets announcing that he would be DMCA striking PewDiePie's Let's Play of Firewatch.
I'm by no means trying to stir up any more of it, and ultimately, this is my fault. I'm the one responsible, and the more time that passes, the more I realize that how wrong I was. But a lot of people's outrage or uproar about it was pretty interesting. Maybe you saw this tweet, but it's from Sean Van whatever. We're filing a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie's Firewatch content and any future Campo Santo games. Followed by, there's a bit of leeway you have to have with the internet when you wake up every day and make video games. There's also a breaking point. I'm sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money of what we make. He also followed with, I urge other developers and will be reaching out to folks much larger than us to cut him off from the content that has made him a millionaire. The thing though that a lot of people pointed out shortly after these tweets were made was that they have a stream policy on their website. This is literally if you go to firewatchgame.com/about. It says, can I stream this game? Can I make money off of those streams? Yes. We love that people stream and share their experience in the game. You are free to monetize your videos as well. When I saw these tweets, I immediately privatized the video out of respect for his request. But my video got claimed anyway. It got the strike anyway, which is pretty disappointing.
Instead of getting angry and declaring war like he had done last time with the Wall Street Journal and the media at large, PewDiePie's response was measured and level-headed. He recognized why Vanneman was upset with him and took down his Firewatch Let's Play, and even wished the studio success in the future. But it was too late for Sean. He was about to learn that if there's one thing PewDiePie's audience hates more than the media, it's people using copyright law as a weapon. Firewatch was promptly review bombed on Steam, and the legal gray area of DMCA law was once again being hotly debated online. It's really impossible to know who's in the right here legally because Let's Plays have never been tested in court. Regardless, YouTube will delete anyone's channel who receives 3 of these claims. So Vanaman issuing the strike and even calling on other developers to do so is probably the closest PewDiePie's channel ever came to getting permanently Thanos snapped out of existence. Luckily for Felix, no other developers followed suit and he didn't have to defend his channel in court. After this, PewDiePie's content continued to evolve, and in a lot of ways he was growing up with his army of 9-year-old fans. Where other content creators stuck with what made them popular, Felix's decision to make videos on whatever he wanted rather than what he thought would get the most views counterintuitively kept him relevant after a solid 6 years of posting videos daily, and kept him in the top spot as king of YouTube with over 60 million subscribers. But in late 2018, Felix realized a new challenger was approaching.
Because we're failing! Another YouTube channel is taking over. That's right. In no less than in November this year. PewDiePie will not be the biggest channel on YouTube. That would be pretty nice, actually. No! We must fight back! Who is this T-Series channel?
This half-joking rivalry turned into something much bigger than even Felix expected, and Subscribe to PewDiePie became a massive international meme. There were also a lot of accusations of T-Series sub-botting, and rumors that all YouTube accounts in India were being automatically subscribed to the channel. In October of 2018, Felix made a diss track on T-Series called Bitch Lasagna, which is currently the most viewed video ever on his channel, sitting at almost 300 million views. Just a couple months later in December, PewDiePie's massive influx of new subscribers gave him an idea. He could shout out some of the channels that he liked to watch and spread the love. He shouted out meme channels, drama channels, but one in particular turned out to be a problem.
ER, who does great video essays about, he did one on Death Note, which I really enjoyed.
It turns out this channel used hidden Nazi imagery in their videos, like footage from white supremacist rallies and other alt-right symbols. By this time, people's perception of who PewDiePie was and what he stood for were seeming pretty solidified. His detractors were able to weave a thread from the Fiverr fiasco to the bridge incident, to tongue-in-cheek jokes about India in his diss track, to paint a picture of someone who truly was alt-right at his core and racist, seeking out new ways to quietly push his fans in that direction.
One of the other channels that he shouted out was a channel called E:R, a channel that has a video that literally features 4 minutes of uninterrupted footage from a speech Hitler gave from a content creator that has talked about red pilling his friends about the Jewish question. Yeah, that seems like a big problem, especially if the majority of his fans are like 14-year-old kids who are going to go over to this channel and start watching this guy's like cartoon videos, this guy's anime videos. This dude, ER, from what I've seen thus far, writes essays, long, comprehensive video essays. He has an interest in red pilling people and turning them over to Nazism or to fascist ideology.
The controversy effectively ended when PewDiePie apologized and edited his shoutout video to remove ER, but not before hitting back at the media.
The more the mainstream media talks about me, the more I just gain from it. And that's not me benefiting from controversies. That's because people know these are smear campaigns and people are tired of it. People can't stand these articles anymore. You can kick and scream, PewDiePie's Nazi all you want, but it's not gonna change that fact.
T-Series temporarily overtook PewDiePie in subscriber count several times in the next month, and in March of 2019, PewDiePie released another diss track called Congratulations, which was also met with massive success on YouTube. Subscribe to PewDiePie became a rallying cry for the whole internet, who saw T-Series passing PewDiePie as a symbolic changing of the guard. YouTube and the internet at large were shifting to favor big media corporations over individual creators in their eyes. Then on March 15th, something horrific happened. A terrorist committed a mass shooting in Christchurch, New Zealand, murdering 51 people. Before opening fire, he yelled, "Subscribe to PewDiePie."
Something happened that I don't think anyone would have predicted. The Christchurch shooter said, "Subscribe to PewDiePie." Out of the respect for the families and victims involved, I chose not to address it any further than on Twitter, where I disavowed the actions taken that day, and I gave my sincerest condolences to everyone affected. To have my name associated with something so unspeakably vile has affected me in more ways than I let shown. I just didn't want to address it right away, and I didn't want to give the terrorists any more attention. I didn't want to make it about me, because I don't think it has anything to do with me. To put it plainly, I didn't want hate to win, but it's clear to me now the subscribe to PewDiePie movement should have ended then. Lastly, my feelings around the subscribe to PewDiePie thing would not be complete without mentioning T-Series. I made 2 diss tracks that were made in fun, ironic jest. They were not meant to be taken seriously, and now High Court in India demands that they're gonna be blocked and removed. This was all made to be fun, but it's clearly not fun anymore. It's clearly gone too far. And out of respect for that, I'm gonna keep the videos blocked.
T-Series passed PewDiePie permanently in May, with both channels crossing 100 million subscribers, and Felix's subscribe to PewDiePie meme leaving him with nothing but heartache. After the T-Series controversy, Felix's content continued to evolve, and he started mixing in even more personal content like book reviews, videos about philosophy, TV show reviews, and even a return to Minecraft. In August of 2019, he and Martia got married, ensuring that their pugs would be together forever. But towards the end of 2019, Felix was starting to feel burnt out on YouTube again. He started talking about taking a break. The media and people on Twitter got really excited, hoping he was quitting for good. Felix had finally had enough of Twitter and made this video, where instead of ranting about his hatred for the media, he philosophizes about what actually is virtue and what makes a person virtuous. Ever since then, Felix has deleted all of his tweets and doesn't interact with the site except to keep his handle to prevent impersonators from stealing it. Seems like everyone who deletes Twitter gets completely ripped too. But that still leaves us with a burning question. Throughout all of these controversies, legal actions, and massive online battles with real-world implications, how does PewDiePie still have a channel and a platform? What makes him truly uncancelable? I think Felix said it best in this video.
Another article saying why? Why has YouTube's biggest star not been cancelled yet? We cannot keep letting him get away with this. Why is no one stopping him? The reason why, despite all my controversies, that I'm still so popular is because fans know who I am. The people who actually know my videos and know me know that all these things that people say in the media just aren't true. And when I have made mistakes in the past, I've apologized and moved forward from it and moved on from it. My fans don't look at the world with the insane lens that everyone is an enemy that needs to be publicly destroyed.
There's one big PewDiePie controversy that I didn't get a chance to cover in this video, so if you want more, check out this video, Alinity's unbelievable redemption arc. A big chunk of this video is me talking about one of the more controversial parts of Felix's career. I think you're gonna like it a lot. If you want to follow me on Twitter, if you want to send me memes, or just give me video ideas, that would be awesome. Follow me at JabroniTV. And as always, thanks for... Wait. Did you guys hear that? Hold on. Wait.
Subscribe to Jabroni!